We are being joined by a very familiar person here in the state of Iowa, former Hawkeye great and NFL legend Chuck Long joining us. Hello, Chuck.
Good to be on with you, Lou. Hello to you, too. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year to you as well. Now, we are putting the spotlight on some of the organizations that Variety the Children's Charity has had the pleasure and honor of helping out. Now, I want you to remind everybody as to what you are doing now and the organization you're associated with.
Well, I'm the executive director and CEO of the Iowa Sports Foundation, and we have basically, spreading health and wellness and sports and recreation statewide. That's what we want. We're trying to get everybody to be active. We want to provide sports and recreation and opportunities for all Iowans, including the disabled, which I know we're going to talk about here in a minute. But we have 5 pillars. We have Live Healthy Iowa. We have Iowa Games. We have Iowa Senior Games. We have corporate games. And we have, last but not least, Adaptive Sports Iowa under our umbrella. So we touch upwards of 200,000 lives a year from all 99 counties of Iowa. We're very proud of that. And again, we're just trying to reach everybody to get them active and get them something to do and help their health as they go.
Now, let's talk about Adaptive Sports Iowa and how Variety, the children's charity, has helped support that portion of your company.
Well, Variety's been a great supporter of Adaptive Sports Iowa. They provided sport chairs or racing chairs for high school, junior high and high school athletes across the state to give them the opportunity to compete on their high school track team and also be able to come to the Drake relays or the high school state championships at the Blue Oval in the spring. So in the summer. So that's what we provide, and we could not have done it without Variety. I mean, they've given us some great funding over the past 6-7 years, and right now we have about 25 of these racing chairs out there, and we were able to buy about 12 shot put chairs for people with disabilities to be able to put the shot from a chair. Wow. And also and these racing chairs, Lou, are not they're not your normal chair that a lot of disabled people use. These are streamlined racing chairs, anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000.
Yeah, you see behind us, so they just showed up on the screen, and we'll have some images and videos to go along with this. Now, what do the athletes go through in order to compete like that? It has to be a lot of things going on.
Yeah, a lot of things going on. They basically, they train and compete with their junior high or high school teams. That's what they do, like everybody else does on that team. So they have to train, and there's a certain amount of training. They're getting used to one of these racing chairs. They're not easy, and so you have to get used to it. They're very streamlined, very very fast. So there's a lot of protocol and learning to be able to manage. Especially think about going around a corner, going around the track. You got to be able to learn how to do that. So there's a significant amount of training involved for these athletes, and we send videos along with that. And Variety has really come through on those as well. One year we had enough chairs, we just needed videos, instructional videos, to send to the high school coaches or junior high coaches to be able to teach them how to use these chairs.
Wow. Now, you mentioned the racing chairs, you mentioned the shot put chairs, and you mentioned how to buy them. And I'm guessing these are not inexpensive.
No, they're expensive. I mean, as I mentioned before, they're about $3,000 to $5,000 a piece. And so, again, it's a very significant, streamlined chair, and they're really put together very well, I don't know how they put it together, just looking at them. I mean, it's really amazing, and how light they are. I mean, you could pick them up with your finger. Wow. Basically. Like you see with a lot of titanium bikes out there, on RAGBRAI or out on the trails. It's very similar to that, really lightweight. So they got to be able to transport them around. I mean, they have to have a trailer or some back of a big, vehicle or an SUV to be able to put these in the back and be able to travel around as well. But they're not inexpensive. They're expensive bikes. And Variety giving us the funds to help to support that.
Yeah, and that is what is really important here. And I think you have an opportunity to stress to everybody watching right now how important Variety's contribution is to make this happen.
Oh, it is very important. We couldn't do it without them. We'd have to go to some other kind of funding, and that's hard to get sometimes. And Variety's been very good across the state with everything they've done for years. And heck, I remember going to the first Variety Telethon when I was a senior in college in 1995, something like that. And they've been going strong ever since. Of course, Sherry McMichael is the leader of the group, and her team is an awesome team. But yeah, we couldn't have done it without them. I mean, they have literally changed people's lives across the state with providing these sport chairs to be able to have the kids come and compete in track meet. If you've ever been there and they have those races going on, those kids get a standing ovation. I mean, they get a charge out of that standing ovation, and it gives you chills just when you're there to see that. And so just the excitement of going there for those kids, we want to provide that, and Variety is right behind us with that, and we just love our relationship with Variety.
That is where your money is going, folks. Variety handles all the heavy lifting, making sure your donation has the maximum impact. 515-243-4660 is the number to call. Variety Iowa and Venmo, VarietyIowa.com online. Chuck Long, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for explaining what is going on with Adaptive Sports Iowa, and we do appreciate everything that you do for all the athletes here in the state of Iowa.
Well, thank you, Lou. Thanks for the opportunity to be on with you to spread the word. And again, thank you to Variety and what you do for them as well. And we'll just keep it going and come out to the Drake Relays and the state track meet this year and watch these athletes, perform. It's quite a sight, quite a thrill.
Thanks, Chuck.